Hello everyone. Good morning or whatever time you're joining me. Happy Tuesday, July 29th. This is the health reading. I think I'm going to kind of let go of the happenings and just focus in on the health for Don the Con, the bloviating bag of hot air, the bloatus, tweaker taco, twerp. as Libby calls him. Oh, goodness. So, I guess I don't know if he's coming back from Scotland or whatever, or that's why I'm just going to focus on the health, because I friggin' don't care what he's doing. I'm just looking for the dirt nap. Because my horns are coming out. Well, okay, so communication problems when we have the levers come through reversed. When it comes to health, it's the throat chakra, which, you know, how he constantly misuses it. He just lies and lies and lies. But he does have that high functioning, well, I don't know, is it really? Nah. I was going to say the back of his throat chakra, the executive center, could be high functioning, but not really. Not really, because, you know, when you lie and you're out of integrity, what kind of function is that? It's just all messed up. So, it's just, you know, all of his bad choices in communication, lying to look better than he is, the constant lying to be superior to others, which is like, you know, that's kind of at the root of most illness. So, okay, and the pride, right? Now, his big challenge, okay. Oh my God, again, with the look what's coming up. Again. Wow. Okay. So the big challenge so this one's the forces in motion. Sorry to shake the card around, that's silly. All right, here, let's cover up the doggy there, unless you have kitties that are friends with your dogs. And it's time for some kitty love. So, but his big challenge for the day. So forces in motion all day long, communication problems, probably talking too much, and talking and lying too much. And bad relationships, things going south. And then with the Fool card coming through reversed, he's out of control. He's out of his body half the time. He's ungrounded. He's just, you know, taking too many risks. And this is also a card when it's sideways, upside down, however you want to look at it. Someone who has an accident or a fall. Oh, you know what? I forgot, you guys. I had a dream. I'm doing this reading on July 27th because that's the only time I have. So I'm a couple days ahead. But I had this dream last night that it was the first thing when I first woke up. I was having it, and so I could remember, I guess. So that's usually the way my guides work with me. But I had a dream that I was in a restaurant with a friend, and when I looked over across the room, he was sitting there with someone and at another table, but I heard him out loud say that he had diverticulitis. So when I first woke up this morning, I looked up what the heck is that? It turns out it's a colon disorder where it can be pretty painful, where the wall of the colon is weak and the intestines get inflamed, and that the cause could possibly be due to a bacterial disease or damage to the tissues. So I was thinking, okay, maybe from a colonoscopy? I don't know. Or maybe just from all of his drug use. They gave other reasons, and I don't want to talk about it because it's just gross. So you can look it up if you want. Anyway, just wanted to tell you that. Okay, so morning or whatever time he first gets up, he's waking up to a headache. Both of these cards relate to falling down steps or ladders, up or down, steps up to Air Force One possibly. Hello, kitties out there. So with the, and if I make you guys dizzy, just yell at me. It's okay. I can take it. So the Ten of Swords coming through reversed on a level of health. This is his nerves. This is his mind going blank. This is possibly upper body problems, maybe too much golfing. And pulmonary problems. Yeah, because, Mercury and Virgo there. And maybe a seizure. Sometimes this card has to do with a seizure. Interesting. Some people look at it as just, falling on all your own swords that he's put out in the past. When it's upright, it's a card of betrayal and loss and all of that. Upright, it's like put the nail in the coffin, right? Stabbed in the back. Yeah. Now, sometimes this card can be an accident as well. But it usually would be an accident with a sharp object. But I'll take any object. And here we are again with the grave illness of the everything down south. Okay. Yeah, so Temperance reversed, of course, you guys remember. I'll just repeat it again in case you're new. And if you're new, hello. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I can't tell you how many people watch it's like more than half are watching without subscribing. That's not nice because it's free. I'm not asking for donations. I don't even put ads mid-roll, right? So please subscribe at the very least. And thumbs up would really help too. Help a girl out. Or old lady, actually, over here. So anyway, when it comes to Temperance reversed, it's one of my cards for experiencing a grave illness. It rules the endocrine system. It has to do with... because it's Sag here, it has to do with thighs, hips, thighs, and liver, because Jupiter rules Sag, maybe Pisces too. But I tend to go with the new forms of astrology, but that's just me. Anyway, hips, thighs, liver, blood sugar problems. When it's reversed, we tend to wonder, so you look at the cups here, we tend to wonder if there was something given, and also if we just look at the image there, with the red triangle on the heart. This could be looked at as a doctor, as someone who does healing work, a healing type of facilitator. But when it's reversed, there could be an incorrect dosage of medication given, or drug interactions where you give one to help with something and then there's an interaction with another one. It's sometimes a card of overdoses. Because again, Jupiter in Sag, the energy moves quickly. Could be a fever, could be gout, could be a blood transfusion that's needed. It could be any one of those things. I think because we keep getting this card, and I shuffle like crazy beforehand to allow for the reversals. It's a long process and a little bit of a meditation is involved, so I don't put you through that extra 5 to 7 minutes it takes me. So, but anyway, because it keeps coming through, he definitely has a grave illness, and nobody's talking about it, around him, and then he has all these other problems, and maybe that diverticulitis is another issue, and I don't know how they're treating it, or maybe it has to be treated with diet or something. I didn't read further on because I kind of don't really care. I don't have any friends with diverticulitis, otherwise I would have. But anyway, with the Five of Cups, because it's Mars and Scorpio ruling this card, this could be inflammation of any of the areas, down south. Yeah, so illnesses of the colon, the bladder, colon, there you are with the diverticulitis, prostate, or that other part of his body that, looks just like the rectum, looks just like his mouth. And it could be another, I don't think he's getting it anywhere unless he's paying for it, but an STD maybe, which could be treated with antibiotics, but then all that stuff screws up your stomach even more. So he's in pain. He's in pain. And if we just go with a direct, meaning of this card, it's loss and disappointment and sadness, and a person should be grieving and mourning, but no. So he just remains lonely. He can pick up his toys back here and go home alone. Okay. Evening, we have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords reversed. So someone who's very ruthless. Now, when it comes to health, because I said I was going to stick with that, this is baldness, this is dental issues, this is a card of headaches. So 2 cards of headaches here. It's another card that relates to strokes. But if it's a person, this is somebody who's really ruthless and power hungry. This could be him throwing a tantrum. This could be him with some more lies. If it is a relationship issue, this guy's going to win. So, yeah. Racist, sexist, tantrums, power hungry, all of that. Ruthless. And this Five of Swords reversed when it comes to health. This is, I don't know, maybe looking for something new to, like a kind of a health gimmick. It can be a card of attending a funeral, but I don't think he's attending a funeral. I hope it's, I don't know. I won't say it. You know what I'm thinking. But, yeah. It's a card of, if we want to look at Taco, Trump always chickens out. I don't know if he's meeting with someone else. I was trying to just focus on health, but maybe this is someone else, because what's her name? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. Ursula von der Leyen. They pronounce it though like lion. It's spelled Leyen. I posted it in the comments. I don't know if anybody sees it, even though I pinned it to the top. But bottom line is, she's a Libra, but she has a bunch of fire in her chart. And we had the Queen of Wands the other day up here. Or actually for today, the day I'm doing this reading. And it's her. Even though she seemed to be very nice with him, she is not going to take any crap. And I don't know if there's somebody else that is, coming in after her that's meeting with him. But she's the blonde-haired Queen of Wands that we had. So, but Taco, Trump always chickens out. This is a card of compromise when it's reversed. Whoever this is, if it's a person, or maybe it's just him, caving. It could be him, even though he's ruthless, but he's going to cave when it comes to the EU, and when it comes to trade agreements with the EU, because he has to. So, okay, let's keep going. Oh, he's super easy to bribe with the King of Pentacles here reversed. This is also when it comes to health, overindulgence, stress on his bones and his skeletal system, because, Capricorn, Jupiter and Taurus and Capricorn, all that. Also, This is a card of genetic issues. Interesting. But easy to bribe. Somebody who is not good at financial management at all. And he's just trying to control, and he's trying to hoard because, it's all about keeping your own money, and you just borrow. That's what billionaires do. They don't use their own money. They borrow from others, and it's so dark. Okay, and then even later in the evening, I don't know if this would be somebody coming to help him. The Knight of Cups is usually somebody that's supportive and helpful, but this card does rule the lymphatic system. So there's that. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what was at the bottom. Okay, yeah. No worky. And I don't know who the King of Cups would be. But again, we're in the lymphatic system area, but more with the kidneys. That's the what am I thinking? That would be the kidneys of the air sign, so it'd be King of Swords. With this one, stomach. More, like tummy troubles. Could be. But anyway, maybe the cards are just not, maybe my guides are not wanting me to get only the health, and, because I keep getting lots of court cards with him every day. Seems like. Yeah. So, anywho, on the level of health with the 8 of Pentacles reversed, this is our card for diverticulitis. It's just that it usually appears as IBS and it gets misdiagnosed. It has to do with digestion, ulcers, diarrhea, constipation, which is a part of diverticulitis as well. So there's that. So maybe this guy is a doctor. Maybe he does have like a kind of a good doctor to help him, because it's upright. If it's reversed, it's either way, it's stomach and digestive issues. But if it were reversed, it would be a bad doctor. So maybe I just had a bad card flop there, or it could be somebody that actually helps him. I mean, that's the only thing that's keeping him going now, is he has the best medical care. And he's one of those guys that has a strong constitution. I've said a million times, if he were, I never exaggerate. I probably said 8 times at the most, that if he had taken good care of himself and he had been a loving, caring kind of guy who, was just not him, he could live to be well over 100 because he has a really strong constitution. So when you guys are asking, why not? Why is it taking so long? Why? Well, it's because of that, and because he has the best healthcare that anybody could get, just about, other than other billionaires. But other billionaires usually don't travel, and they don't move around through their life with doctors and ambulances and a medical team in his in Air Force One and Marine One. They have little mini surgical centers there. So no matter what happens, right? Unless it's in the middle of the night when he's sleeping. So, okay. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll be back later. I'll just continue on until I don't have to anymore with this one. I'll get another reading done, though. I'm just not sure which one I'm going to do yet. I'm torn between Clarence Thomas's health and Peter Thiel. And Epstein, and yeah. So anyway, okay, big hugs, you guys. Take very good care, as always. Bye.